Regrets, by the way, from this show. What's up, everybody? My name's Adam LZ and welcome to Drift Masters. And then I lose my job. Do not wind up 15,000 Irish people. That was my regret. That's the big regret. Yes, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the unit. If you're not a member of the channel, it'll have been a while since we'll have been in here. But today, I wanted to do a video that kind of depicts one of the best weekends I've had in years. So let's get into it. A few weeks ago, we were in Finland for Drift Masters, and on the way to that event, Ian had some unfortunate news, which meant he wasn't going to be able to come to LZ World Tour or Drift Masters Latvia, which was a big shame. He's a big miss as part of the team, big character, lovely guy, and it was a bit rubbish. I'm not going to lie. He's like my boy. We're both the Essex boys of that team, and I knew it was going to suck a little bit. Get to Finland, thinking like, wow, it's going to be a big miss. This is going to kind of suck. And Dave Egan, we went to get some lunch. Dave Egan, my angel that keeps giving me the best jobs in the world. I can't thank him enough. He basically just said, in the coolest way possible, like Dave does, and I'm getting called. Of course I am. Can you pause it, dude? Sorry. So, me and Dave Egan, my angel that keeps gifting me the best jobs ever, went to get some lunch while we were in Finland. And I have to just say, if you've ever thought about coming to a Drift Masters event, Finland is probably the most expensive one to get to, but it's the best. I had an absolute blast. My first ever time in Finland. I loved it. It was amazing. Anyway, went to get some lunch, and Dave Egan said it in the coolest way ever. Dave Egan's such a cool guy. I want to show you what he did. We got out of the car and he goes, Adam, do you want to do the live pit reporting at LZ World Tour? That was how he offered me the job. And I just said, yes, Dave Egan, yes, I do. So I took Ian's job at LZ World Tour. And I just thought, wow, this is such a cool opportunity. You obviously don't get this shit every day, you know, like getting to be on the live stream, on all that sort of stuff. It's going to be really cool, all through Adam LZ's channel. And it's actually all still up. So if you want to go watch what I did, go check it out. But I'm going to kind of freeball from memory what it was, how it felt, and just go through it. So it's going to be a bit of a talking story time video. We're in front of the MX-5 that's looking actually kind of good at the moment. We're cracking on with it behind the scenes, so it's going really well. We fly over Ireland as per usual, fly in, Mondello Park, wonderful place, full of wonderful people. I love it. I still do the Instagram stuff for them on the day before the event, so still don't really know. This is kind of like the good thing. I was doing my usual job for the team, so my brain didn't have any moment to really be scared on the Friday. Wicked day, got to meet all the guys again, meet some new people, got to catch up with others. I want a big shout outs to her, what a lovely man. Randy from Eliminate, what a legend, and Rice and Yata, like three people that I've not really been that close to before, never spoke to two of them before, and wow, they made my weekend, it was awesome. But here we come to the Saturday. I have no experience in this at all. The closest it gets is doing this. Now, I've got my friend here, Sam. He's helping me at the moment on the YouTube video, so give a big like for Sam. Come on, giving his time to help me try and make better YouTube content. Never done any live presenting. Obviously, if I get it wrong on here, I can be like, oh, Sam, put the camera down. I need to redo that bit, right? Or I can edit it and I can cut that out. Never done live before, like to anybody more than like 20, 30 people. So I was like, well, let's just go for it. Now, thankfully, I have a rapport with Adam LZ. I already have a bit of a friendship with him. You know, I know him quite well in terms of influencers and people you hang out with. So I wasn't nervous that I was with the man himself, but I knew what the plan was is Dave and Dan, who are in the tower. I've got two regrets, by the way, from this show, which I'm going to tell you in a minute. And the first one's coming up. Dave and Dan in the tower. They were doing their intro bit. They're spitballing it. I'm waiting for the cameraman. He's standing there with the camera, going like this, and I'm like, the second that thing drops, we're live. I've got Adam LZ here. So I said to Adam, I think this will sound good. And he was like, awesome, sounds good to me. So I was like, all right, cool. So the second the cameraman goes, boom, the two things that were running through my head was, do not say you are Adam LZ, and do not say, welcome to Drift Masters. I was panicking. I was like, where's my microphone? I was like, what's up? This is how I thought it was going to go. What's up, everybody? My name's Adam LZ and welcome to Drift Masters. And then I lose my job. That is literally what I thought was going to happen. I thought I was going to lose it in the first 10 seconds, but thankfully I pulled it out of the bag. The first interview with Adam went really well. He's a showman. He knows how to play it. I would love to be doing this sort of thing more. So I was like Just got to embrace this role. Don't be nervous. I haven't really been nervous in a long time when it comes to anything in life. The most nervous I get in my life at the minute is about to hit a golf shot. Like, that is the extent of my nerves. Drifting doesn't make me nervous. Going on dates doesn't make me nervous. Going to work meetings doesn't make me nervous. Doing the stuff with Drift Masters doesn't make me nervous. Everything that used to make me nervous feels normal now. So I said, the nearest thing to actual nerves that I feel now as a 33-year-old bald geezer that has to just exist is when I'm on the golf course, about to take my golf shot, and people are watching. And I'm like, fuck. That's as good as it gets for me. Being able to stand there with a fucking massive camera on some guy's shoulder about to go live to what I think was about 20,000 people there and then about 15 to 20,000 people in Mondello Park. I'm not gonna lie, I had that beautiful feeling of fucking fear. I was like, this is terrifying. So it was amazing. As a feeling I've missed and a feeling I feel so honoured to have felt again. And I was like, right, me and Adam, we smash it out of the park. 2 Adams fucking smashing it. We're living the dream, right? Send it back to the boys in the tower. Now, this is where my first regret comes in. Sam, this is my first regret, right? I had a joke lined up to send it back to them, and I got too scared to do it. I thought it was too early on. I was like, none of these people will know who I am. And can I really be calling 2 grown men a pair of double Ds in the tower? I thought it would be funny. I actually asked Adam if I could do it as well, and he was like, yeah, that's fine, but I still got too scared. So I had permission from the man himself, but I was still too scared. But we maybe, if I ever get this opportunity again, and there's 2 people with Ds as the start of their name, we'll use that joke. No one steal that, that's mine. You heard me say that before anybody else, right? Beautiful pair of double Ds up in the tower. That's my first regret. Man, I'm so annoyed at myself for not doing that. But there is a bigger regret of this whole thing that I will explain to you very shortly. So the Saturday went pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie, I needed to do an interview. They were like, can you find a story in the pits? I didn't actually have anything in, I don't know why I'm saying that, the cameraman did. I would have loved one though, it would have made my job much easier if I had had one, but anyway, first time trying this stuff, you know, we get used to it. So, they were like, we need a story. Well, thankfully, I love drifting. I love it, so I'm involved constantly. And thankfully, once again, because of Dave Egan, I've got a beautiful friendship with Jack Shanahan, one of the best drivers on the planet, hands down. Probably my favourite driver as well, actually, if I'm gonna just put that. I just smashed that on that lens. Why of all the places for that to do that would it land on the glass? So I've got this beautiful friendship with Jack Shanahan, and I literally said to Jack, he knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for like 10 years. So I was like, Jack, can we do an interview? He said yes. It's fine. It went great. I love Jack. We had a great interview. We got to chat some bollocks. I felt like we had a great chemistry on camera, which I have to say I felt like I had with most people throughout the day. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like it went really well. And that was kind of it. It was just a few little interviews. I got to do one with Rice and Miata, and we had an absolute blast. I fully recommend you going and checking out the LZ World Tour, by the way, even if you just skip to the bits with me in it, because like, it's really fun, and we had a really good laugh. Second day comes around. I felt like I'd done fine. I'll be honest, I actually didn't think I did much. I was like, well, there's only like four times I had to go on the screen, I think, 4 or 5 times. I was like, this is the job, this is cushy. I was like, do like 20 minutes of work and get to have your name and everything on the screen. And you get to be a part of the show. That was the coolest thing to me. Amazing. Went back, staying at Dave Egan's house. Once again, very grateful. I think you can probably tell we're here. I quite like Dave Egan. He's gifted me a great opportunity in life, and I really hope I'm taking it, and I hope I'm making him proud and the rest of the Drift Games team. I feel very, very honoured to be a part of their setup. Sunday comes. So me and my man, cameraman, go back to the pits. Graham, his name was. Shout out Graham. We made a good little bond, I felt, me and Graham. We were good. And so we go to the pits. We do. Welcome back to the LZ World Tour, baby. Mondello Park. I'm in. I feel good. I feel relaxed. And I'm like, fuck. I hate not having that fear. That fear is what drives me. I love being scared. That's why, like, I just keep doing these stupid, expensive things in hope that the fear is there. You know, you're throwing a Sylvia around. Oh, look, I've just pulled an MX-5 out of a driveway. Let's spend some money on it. I don't know why. It might be shit. It's not that bad. If you're a channel member, you can see that. If not, there'll be an update video on this once we've done a few more bits and we've got the old girl running. But we do the first interview in the pits. First intro, sorry. Did a first intro. And Then Graham gets through his ear, you're going to the track, you're going to interview the driver. I didn't know any of this. You're going to interview the drivers as they've done their laps. This is my Joe Rogan moment, man. This is how I felt. I was like, this is it. I get to be in the show now. Like, I'm in the show. I'm a part of it. This is fucking cool. Let's just have fun. I get to be the Joe Rogan of the LZ World Tour. I'm bald, you know, I'm really there. You know, I'm just a bit fat. He's quite hench, isn't he? I'm digressing again. So, we get to the side of the track, and I'm literally saying to Graham, like, bro, what are we doing? I don't know. And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, neither of us know. We'll just see what they say for the earpiece, and I'll fucking wing it. We'll just wing it. Now, this is where it all come together, and I had the best experience of my life. Like I said, I recommend you going to the LZ World Tour. I don't know if I can actually use some of the footage. I got to interview on track. I got to interview Hurt. I got to interview Ryson Miata, Jimmy Oakes, Adam LZ, James Dean, Bagsy. It was special, and I was trying to make sure every single interview, I wanted to make it something and like have a bit of a conversation, because I realized these guys are peaking, the adrenaline's rushing, they're having fun, there's no pressure, no stress, they're all just having a good laugh. I wanted to show the world that as well, so I felt like we did a great job. I felt like the interviews went really well, and there's nothing that I really regret from it apart from this one moment where Bagsy and Martin Richards had one of the best battles ever I've ever seen in drifting. Had the best battle ever. The crowd is going mental. We're in Ireland. Two English boys are stealing the show, and you got the other English boy on the mic. Now, this is what in my head. This is what should have happened, okay? So this is what I wanted to do. I'm gonna show you. So let's say you're Bagsy and Martin over there in the camera. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to come out with a microphone that's playing to all the people in Mondello Park, which is in Ireland. Let me just remind you where we are. I wanted to come out going like this. England, England, England. But I thought, maybe not. There was something in my brain went, do you know what? You ain't it, man. You ain't that guy. Do not wind up 15,000 Irish people. So instead, what I said, which I thought was great, I was like, can we just take a moment? The whole of Mondello Park is on its feet for two English guys. That's how good that was. Now, come on. Is that better? That's better, I think. So that was my regret. That's the big regret. Because that's the one that I was like, this could go south. I was like, us English have done enough damage to the Irish over time. Let's not ruin this moment as well. Let's keep it sound. But anyway, it was great watching all the finals, getting to watch all the young lads growing in the sport, all the boys. I'm not going to call them old because they're not. They're just normal guys that are killing it in the sport. Just putting on a show for the world to see. And the fact that I got to be a little tiny part of the show, got to do presenting for the first ever time, live presenting, and I got to feel fear again for a couple of times. And it was so special to me. Thank you, Dave Egan, for trusting me, for standing in the last minute. And thank you, Adam LZ, for allowing me to be a part of your show. And man, it was sick. I had such a good time, and all I can hope is that one day I get invited to do something like this again. Who knows for what or for who, but I now have a new little dream. Give me the camera back. Go follow Sam. Go. He's a very talented photographer, working with a lot of talented people, and he's kindly given his time for me this weekend again to do this. I want to thank you guys out there for listening to my stories. I'll be honest, I love doing these kind of videos. I'd rather talk to a camera and try and make people laugh and bring you on a little journey with me than show you videos of me stressing out working on cars. This stuff can be more raw, whereas this stuff can be more polished. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you want to join the members channel, just to let you know, I don't earn all of the money out of that as well. YouTube takes half. So I'm only doing it so I can still post the video somewhere and you guys can enjoy it, and it kind of like eventually might help us pay for a little bit on this. Like, I've had to buy stupid shit, like the wire, this thing. Like, oh, is that side good? I've lost the wire. Anyway, it was the roof tension thing broke, so I've had to buy another one now. 22 quid. You know, being a member of the channel helps with that. We've got all the new merch out, baby. I know I look a little bit fan at the minute, but bear with me. I eat a lot of shit, so that's probably the reason. New merch. We've got the new range, new garage range, new premium range. If you want to check it out and support, it'd be amazing. And then I can start paying Sam and he can come around way more and we can do way more cool content. But yeah, MX-5 project, Adam LZ World Tour. I've got a couple of regrets, but I think let me know in the comments. Would you have said them? Would you have said that if you're in my position, or would you have just lived with the regret? I think I'm okay with living with it for now. I feel like I need to I love the Irish and they've treated me like their own at the moment, so I don't want to ruin that relationship. Thank you very much, guys. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again in the next video.